I am binge watching right now that show on BBC called Killing Eve. Also binge watching The Looming Tower. And I just finished, I don't know if 2 episodes counts as binge watching, but they were 2 hours each, the Gary Shandling documentary, which I thought was just A+. I just loved it. Modern technology. We took The Purge and we used the Purge television series to begin Blumhouse Television Studios. Before that, we were a producer for hire. And I didn't want to do the Purge TV series as a producer for hire. The only way I wanted to do it was to be a studio. And it's certainly clear that's what's working on TV. Even if you look at the 15 of the top 20 shows on Netflix, 15 of those shows are from pre-established IP. So I really thought a great way to launch our television business as a studio was to do it with The Purge. And so that was the first thing we pursued. And in fact, that was kind of baked into our plan when we went to raise money to become a studio. We optioned the book called The Devil's Bargain by Josh Green. We actually now have a terrific script. It's going to be a multi-part television event. And about 6 months into the process, Josh called me, the writer of the book, and said, Steve wants to get together in Washington. Would you like to do that? And I said, absolutely. And so a week later, myself and Josh and Chris Wilkinson, who is this incredible writer who's adapted the book, he's written half of it so far, and I went to the famous headquarters in Washington, D.C., which looks exactly as advertised, kind of like a frat house. And we went upstairs and we had scrambled eggs, and we sat there and really, he talked to us for 2 hours. And I found him unbelievably compelling and smart and incredibly articulate about what is going on politically in the world. And I told him that I disagreed with almost everything that he had to say. And I tried to convince him to join the left. It was actually right after he'd kind of left the White House, and actually he just had left Breitbart or been fired from Breitbart the day before. I really did say, listen, you got no friends on the right anymore. Why don't you join the left, because we need someone. Anyway, he was not convinced and did not agree to my request. I'm deeply personally upset with what's happening in the world, and I look for any possible way I can to try and change it. And the tool at my disposal is we make TV shows and movies. So that's the tool that I use to try and change people's point of view about what's happening. And we have this wacko bananas president. I feel it's everyone's duty to do anything they can to try and shine a light on it and get rid of him. And so that's the way I do it. To me, Roger Ailes is much scarier because he was real and Michael Myers is make-believe. Everyone always emphasizes the scares to a horror movie, and the scares are not what's important in a horror movie. What's important is what's between the scares. And if you can get the audience wrapped up in what they're watching, then a scare can be very simple and be very effective. A deer hitting a car in Get Out, for instance. Not very scary, but in Get Out, you jump out of your seat because of the conversation that preceded the deer hitting the window. And a political drama should be the same. A political drama should be infused with tension. And I think most great storytelling should get the viewer to sit up and watch. And if you've done that, you'll have a successful show. I hope so. I can't say if I made a difference, but I hope so. I think, yes, I think Get Out made a difference. I think Get Out made a difference. I think Get Out made people think about race in a different way. I think one of the things that I also shine a light on is I think the left is very hysterical, and I think that hurts our case. I'm on the side of the left, but I think a lot of the problems on the left are caused by the left wing itself, and I think Get Out was a non-hysterical, very thoughtful, super entertaining movie that certainly changed the way some people think. I think that's absolutely true. So yes, the answer is I do think I made a difference by working on that movie, if nothing else.